And there we have underneath the bird a picture of the man in the tomb. Let me show you a clearer one. I've taken the grey away now and made it white. Can you see that? Now, he's got a bat mask over his face. I'll show you the bat mask in a few minutes. I'll keep you out of your waiting. This is Viracocha from a tomb in Peru. And here we see Viracocha with a bat mask over his face, with 4 sets of feathers on his head. Now, of course, he lived 300 years before Lord Pacal, but in his tomb we find this little man, a golden man with his arms up, with corks on his head, on his hat, for flies, to keep the flies away. This little man is across Lord Pacal's face in the tomb at Palenque, and we see he's got a pure heart here. It's going back to the Palenque model. So now we see the small man here with his arms in the air, with his pure heart. And on his head, he's got some numbers. If we look closely, if we look at those numbers, we've got 144000. That's backwards, that's a Maya. And backwards, 1440, a Maya 0, Maya 0. He's got 144,000 on his head. And in the book of Revelation in the Bible, it says those with 144,000 carved on their heads will be the ones who will go to heaven when the world is saved. This picture can only be seen when each of these acetates, you call them mylars, I think. We call them acetates, so forgive me. It can only be seen when this one is turned at 7.2 degrees and this one is turned 7.2 degrees. When the difference between them is 144 degrees, 14.4 degrees, we get this picture on his forehead, 144,000. When they're turned at 7 degrees, not 7.2, 7 and 7, just 0.2 of a degree, the man with a pure heart, his heart completes and becomes pure. It's a heart shape. And so, we're told, if you want only those with a pure heart at 7 and 7, 7 degrees and 7 degrees, will become, we see now, that doesn't say 144,000. It's a bit gobbledygook. This one says 144,000 because I've moved it from this position. From 7 degrees to 7.2, the number only appears at 7.2, so only those with a pure heart will go to heaven. And we have to take a break there so they can change the audio tapes in the background. But the amazing lid of Palenque, that carving you saw, has over 100 stories like this. It tells us what heaven is, what hell is, what life's all about, why we're born, why we die, why this has to be. And, okay, let's leave it there.